All right, so we talked, this is going to be 2.3, and we're going to do cubed units. And we should by now understand square units when it's an exponent, where we take a number, any number, and we raise it. This is the base, and we raise it to the second power, which means we multiply this number by 2, so it's going to be n times n. Or not 2, excuse me. We raise this, we multiply this number by itself twice. Okay, so but if we have to, so it's like a 3 squared would be 3 times 3 twice. We do it twice, so it's going to be like a 9. Okay, so but say for instance I want to change this to a third. Okay, so now I'm adding a depth to it. Right, so now I'm adding, let's do a 2 first. Right, so it's a 2 squared. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 squared equals 4. It's 2 rows of 2. But now I have to go 2 rows back. Going 3 dimension now. Okay, so it's 2 rows back like this. Okay, so now how many do I have? Well, I got 2, 3, I got a 4 here, right? Then I have the 4 behind it, so it's going to be 2 to the third equals 8, right? Because 2 times 2 equals 4, 2 times 2 equals 4 times 2 equals 8. Okay, now let's see my 3 example. This has to go back some. So now this doesn't look too great, right? But now I have 3 rows of 3 stacked high, right? So that, and that, that, and that, and like this. So now I have like something like that. I got 3 rows of 3. So I got the first row, second row, and then so I got 3, 3, 3. Right? That is 3 times 3 times 3 is going to be 27. So this is going to be 9. This row is going to be 9, and this row would be 9. All right, so 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. This is a cubic root, right? Because these are cubes. Let me try 4. This might be challenging. 4. So there's my front. Okay, maybe go 4 back. Make it long enough to make 4 rows. So 1, 2, 3. There, it's pretty skinny, but that's my best attempt at 4. Okay, they're not quite perfect, but that's my best attempt at 4. So now I have this. It's this first slice is 16. This second slice would be 16. This third slice would be 16. This fourth slice would be 16. So this is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So this slice is 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16. So that's going to be 64, right? Or 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So 4 to the third equals 64, right? Or 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Sorry, 4 to the third. 4 to the third is 64. Right. So this is 4 to the thirds. 4 to the third. All right. So there we go. So although it looks like it's 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, this is actually 4 to the cubed, right? Because it's a cubic of 4. You're multiplying it 3 times. So it can be confusing, but if I did 5, you'd have 5 rows of 5. right? So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be super long. Maybe even go off the thing. Making a cube of 6. All right, so it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not even enough. All right, but you get the picture, right? So you have to multiply it itself by 3 times. Maybe I can work. I can still make it work. How many do I have up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. That's kind of what it would look like a little bit, right? But you know, look how many rows, how many slices you got to cut through here to make it cubed, right? So again, this is just 6 times 6 times 6, right? Which is 6 cubed, which is a lot. That's 216. Right, it'd be 216 blocks. All right, so cubic is huge, but the thing about cubic is this is a power, a base to an odd number, or the third. And if you have a negative times a negative, which is a positive, times another negative, you can have a negative outcome. All right, so if you were to graph it, and you had negatives, it would go like this, like super fast. It gets big really fast. And it gets, if it's positive, it gets big really fast. Right? So your graph looks something like that. Okay? So let's see if I can find I kind of gave you guys 3 examples there. Right? But so like a -1 cubed is still -1. Because 1 times 1 or 1 times 1 is 1 times 1 is -1. Okay, so there you go. Or if you had like a x equals, say you had the function y equals x cubed, right? And it said your x value equals -2, right? So what would be your coordinate pair, right? So if your x is -2, then your y value would be -8, right? Because so your coordinate pair would be -2, -8, because it would be like right here. Okay? All right, that should be it for that one. I hope you guys understand all that stuff.